Alright, we are back. Time to do Magma Hideout Grunts 6 through 10. I think we have a pretty solid set of plans. There is some fiction that can happen. Okay. So, first on our team is him. Basque Legion, we need Ursaluna. Yo, what's up, my guy? Thanks for coming in. Hopefully, these lines, I would say probably 99% we're gonna get through this death list. 99, maybe 98%. Really hoping, but should just be 4 quick battles. I know it's 5 grunts, but one's a double battle. We need Gyarados. Dude, I believe too. I've been cooking this up for hours, and I've thrown out my line at least like 3 or 4 times. I spent like the first battle I spent a little bit on, but the second battle I think I spent like a total of 5 hours throughout that entire line and had to come out from scratch just because I didn't want to deal with like one single crit. So now I'm on that battle. I'm gonna be risking like if I get double high roll crit, like both times are like within the top 5 rolls each time, I might have to sack Houndoom, but that's like the extent of what I believe I'm doing. Alright, so this guy gets a Rossberry. We need an Ursaluna to have a wide lens. This first fight can get a little bit awkward. We have a lot of backup though, but technically we can lose it. These battles are all freaking demons to plan. Put a Rossberry on you. And a zoom lens on Aggron. Alright, so let me just make sure. So we got Rossberry, wide lens, Pixie Plate, Citrus, Rost, and Zoom. Alright, battle number 1. Let's make sure I got the right team. No pre-damaging. This is the only one I don't have. Dude, CRR is like... It's tough, man. Especially if you're doing Torterra runs. First off, you have to deal with the Indeedee that most of the time you don't have a Bolt Hund or a cracked out Floatzel to one-shot. So you have to take a luck check on the brick breaking. And then setting up for the chicken, usually... unless you have like a cracked box, usually you have to risk or sack something. I always go ape, so my rival fights are generally easier, I would say, you know, on average. Oh, well, that'll do it right there. That early on, you can't play around double crit. Like, CRR, if you get double crit, you're 99% of the time losing something. I've gotten double crit and lived on like 5 HP so far this run, and I didn't get punished, but I got punished a couple of times from just lazy planning, and that's why I have 9 deaths instead of what should have been 4. But, hey, look. If you at least learn something in that run, that's all that matters, in my opinion. Whether you know, you got double crit, you know, it's unlucky. I wouldn't take that as like the negative thing. I would say, hey, what else did I learn from that run that got me this far? And then try to work on that for the next run. Because I swear, if I ever lose this run, I'm going to have so much knowledge for, like, the following run. It's helped me a lot. Alright. This is battle time. Hold on, I forgot to bring everyone to the calculator. I've been doing this recently, where I just run into the fight, I forget to put everyone in the calculator. Rabombi. Also, I've, like, I always do my planning like off stream now, because I feel like on stream I always feel rushed to do the fights, while if I'm off stream I can take a break, walk away, not have to worry about like a stream being on. I mean, I think I did all my fights up until Veto on stream, but then like after Veto it was just the fights become a lot more difficult. Like the difficulty every single part just be like it gets increasingly difficult. All right. So this guy is leading off with a Colossal. This thing is really fucking weak to what do you call it? To water types. We are going to kill this thing almost 87% of the time. Most of the time we're going to kill this thing. Even if we don't and this thing sets up stealth rocks, that's fine. This thing also has a quick claw, so that's why I don't mind setting this up. There's one little piece of fiction. If we get double flame body burned and don't kill this thing, that could be very bad. But let's just kill him right here. Alright, 87% range. Let's just hit him. That's perfect. Even if we get flame body now, it's fine. We have a Raspberry. This is always baiting out Bolt Beak from the Dracozolt. Rocks do not matter on this fight. I planned for the rocks to be up, so it did not matter. This is always Bolt Beak, so we're going to switch right into Ursaluna. Boltbeak has some weird AI that I just didn't want to fuck around with, so I just created a plan where this Ursaluna is only here to literally take a Boltbeak, which it takes nothing from, would have taken Stealth Rocks, which would have been fine, and always baits out Dragon Claw. We're going to switch right into Rabambi right here. Rabambi takes nothing from this Dragon Claw. This Dracozolt is Hustle with a Fire Gem. Usually this thing is a fucking demon to play around. Luckily, it's not in the sand like the previous one. And we just outspeed him one shot with Moonblast. Even had we have taken rocks, it would have been fine. So right now, it's going to look for the only thing that outspeeds and kills me, which is always Talent Fame for Brave Bird. Now, this guy can be awkward, especially if you have rocks up, because this guy's holding a Focus Band. How's it going, Master Dominions? This is the first fight, so far so good. We're hoping to keep it up. This guy is Brave Bird, though. He's always clicking Brave Bird here. We're going to switch right into our Dreadnought. Right now, we're showing this guy a slow kill with Rock Tomb. We're playing this on an emulator right now. So right now, this thing's either clicking Will-O-Wisp or Brave Bird. It can never click Swords Dance because we're showing a kill with Rock Tomb. We're going to click Rock Tomb. We do not care if he clicks Will-O-Wisp here. We don't have a Raspberry, but it's fine. That's fine. This is called Pokemon Run and Bun. It's a really hard, difficult ROM hack created by Dexa. So right here, this thing can live. It has a Focus Band. That's fine. It didn't live, so it's even better. Had that have kept on living, we have a, Hold on, let me just make sure this is fine. Yep. This is fine HP. Had that have kept on living, it would have killed itself with its own Brave Bird recoil. That was at least what the plan was. This is a Toxic Guts boosted Flareon. This thing is usually demonic, but the first turn is the reason that we have a chance at beating this. No matter what, even if rocks were up, we switch into Gyarados. Even if I have a Raspberry on Gyarados, just in case my Dreadnought somehow got low enough that this baited Flare Blitz and it could burn. But no matter what, Gyarados comes in, it takes any hit before the Toxic Boost happens. If this guy had a Toxic Boost, Facade would just one-shot me. If it crit, because of the Intimidate boost. So on the first turn, this doesn't do too well, and we just outspeed and kill this thing with Waterfall. This isn't where the Fiction is yet. The Fiction's on the next mon. We just kill this thing with Waterfall. This brings out Soul Rock right here. We had to bring out Soul Rock last because Soul Rock has Explosion. And unless it's the last mon, it could always explode. This is always baiting out. We actually took less HP than I really wanted to, so this could be Will-O-Wisp on the switch. It's either Will-O-Wisp or Stone Edge. we're gonna switch right into Aggron. So Aggron is not holding a Rossberry. He's holding a Zoom Lens because this Solrock has a Bright Powder. That's fine. Basically making it so it's 10% less likely to hit. Now, we have a Zoom Lens so that if we move second, we are always going to hit this thing. And we're just going to sit here and we're going to spam Heavy Slam right here. Dude, this fucking thing can be a demon because if my Aggron gets low enough, if it gets in crit range, which is... Let me check real quick. So Stone Edge is just 40. We just have to check Burn. I have an Ursaluna in full HP with a wide lens, which makes it so it's 99% accurate. And that thing can take a fuck ton of hits too. So let's just see how much we're taking from Burn. 185 takes us down to... So that's 12. So as long as we're above 52, we are always fine. We are just going to sit here and spam Heavy Slam. Right. Yeah, that's calculating for a Stone Edge crit. So 52 is what we have to stay ahead of. All of these attacks from Aggron always hit. That's fine, and we should just win. Had we have gotten crit a fuck ton of time, then the 99%ers would have had to come out right there. There's a critical hit. He's trying. But I'm pretty sure this Heavy Slam always kills. If not, we have Ursaluna in the back. And that's Magma Grunt 6. Now, this upcoming double battle does have a tiny bit of risk, but I am so proud of myself for figuring this out. This battle is obnoxious if you don't have a water protect type. It's so obnoxious. My only two protect mons are Sceptile with Detect and Togedemaru with Spiky Shield. I can bring neither to this fight because this upcoming Ninetales has Heat Wave. So I had to play this entire fight around so many different things. There's two fictional things that can happen here, and I will list them off as they happen. But all of this is just very, very, very precise pre-damaging and the abuse of it, Imprison. If this Ninetales didn't have Imprison, I was going to be risking a lot fucking more on this. It's actually really cool what I crafted for this fight, I think. Alright. And we'll know on turn 2 or 3 whether we're risking Houndoom or not. And then on top of that, we're risking two back-to-back on the same turn high roll crits, and then on one turn, if it gets the second highest roll of crit into the highest roll of crit, so another back-to-back crit, that's not even like top 5, like second highest roll and then first highest roll, then we might be in just full steering at that point. Let's just hope none of that happens. It sounds hype. I hope it doesn't happen. Because then I'm just shitting my pants just full on steering. Gyarados goes into the Hymns box. We have Arcanine. We have lots of precise pre-damaging we have to do here. Alright, so first off, let's put the items on. Pidgeot, this is the star of the show. Dude, Watson can go really fucking tough if you have, I remember my Watson, I don't know if it was this Watson or not, but I remember one Watson, I had like a Talonflame and a ground type. That is like the fucking that's the easiest shit you could ever do. You just go Talonflame on, what do you call it? Grass Knot, get Flame Body procs, and then you switch like back to Grass Knot, or switch back to your, on Talonflame, you bait out, the Thunder Punches or Plasma Fist. Switch to your ground type, bait out Grass Knot, go back to Talonflame, and you just switch back and forth, eventually get a Flame Body proc, and then you just are in fucking business. So we only have 3 items on people here. Very important. Alright, so we have 3 things of pre-damaging. Let me do that real quick. So, Pre-damage 3 to 94. Whoops. Oh, I have to load up the script first. So we're going to pre-damage Dreadnought to 94. Pre-damage Driftblim to 71. And pre-damage Arcanine to this. There you go. That's it. Dude, I had to use Hatterene as my quad fighting resist, and it gets rough, man. If I didn't have Hatterene as my quad fighting resist, I'm telling you, I don't know how this run would have functioned. If you don't have a quad fighting resist, I feel like in this game, it's so terrible. And I'm assuming that's got to be Masquerain, right? Alright, so let me just make sure. So we have Megastone, Citrus, Raspberry on you. 94, 271, and 254. Oh, that's rough, man. Dottler's a fun one. I've only gotten to use it, I think, twice. And I got one of them to be an Orbeetle, and that shit was like a really good just pivot all around. It made so many lines so nice. Next time, you just gotta get Beedrill, man. I've legit never had a Beedrill. I've always wanted one. Alright. Houndoom, we want to bring you through this, man. Alright, so pre-damage to 94, 271, 254. Oh, no. Fuck, man. Dude, the Hitmontop is just not fair. It's just downright stupid at that spot. Pursuit is really tough. Alright. Battle time, man. This is gonna be... I think this is pretty cool, what I've came up with here. I think this is pretty cool. Houndoom's gotta clutch the fuck up, but not for this turn. Alright, so they're gonna lead out with Ninetales and Executor. This fight takes place in Permanent Sun because Ninetales' ability Drought. So usually, and this Executor has Chlorophyll. Almost nothing in my box could outspeed it. The only thing that can outspeed it is my Hasty plus speed. Almost max IV Pidgeot outspeeds it. And what we're doing is turn 1. This Executor, it can click whatever. We don't care. Because Pidgeot is going to Mega Evolve and kill this thing with Hurricane. This Ninetales, though, normally it would want to randomly target. But because it has the move Imprison, it actually gets a +9 boost if you have a move that it also has. My Houndoom... Oh, I should probably move the team to the builder real quick. My Houndoom has Flamethrower. So it is +9, which is the equivalent of a slow kill to click Imprison. Oh... That's a good thing. So Mega Pidgeot actually changes its ability to No Guard, which makes it so we can never miss. No attacks on the field can ever miss while No Guard is up, which is Mega Pidgeot's ability. Let me just bring everyone into the calc real quick. Dude, I'm telling you, Pidgeot is useless up until you get the Mega Stone, and it, especially since mine is plus speed, this thing is a fucking menace when I tell you. This thing, I named it useless. I might change its name because this thing has been so good when I tell you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me, forgot to bring over the sets. I don't think you get Dual Wing Beat. If you did, I fucked up not keeping it. Let me see. Real quick. You do get Dual Wing Beat. Fuck. I should have kept Dual Wing Beat. I will say I didn't keep Dual Wing Beat, and I highly regret it because this fight would have been a lot easier with Dual Wing Beat. Had I have had Dual Wing Beat here, this fight would have been so much easier, I think. You'll see why in a second. Anyways, let's focus up and let's fucking do this. So... Hurricane is always going to outspeed and kill this guy. This Ninetales is using Imprison, so we actually get a free switch. We're going to switch into our really low Dreadnought. If this thing attacks, my Dreadnought dies. But as far as I know the AI, this thing should be always clicking Imprison here. So we're going to Mega Evolve, Hurricane this guy, and this thing should always be clicking Imprison. So we get to switch into our low Dreadnought for free. Yeah, Hyper Voice is kind of a bait, except I'm abusing the shit out of it in this fight. I'm abusing the shit out of Hyper Voice in this fight. You'll see why. So this always kills, and this should always be imprisoned, and it should always fail. Perfect. So this is the turn right here that Houndoom needs to clutch up. We need Houndoom to take both. This guy's Scorching Sands. We're pre-damaged to always bait out Scorching Sands from Ninetales and to always bait out Solar Beam from Jumpluff. This Jumpluff has a Focus Sash, so we cannot kill it. And we want to do consistent damage to everyone. So this turn, we are going to click Hyper Voice. This is going to break the Focus Sash, and this is going to do some decent damage to both of them. Houndoom needs to be above, I believe, 96 HP. 96 HP or above. He has a Citrus Berry. The only way this happens... Yes, exactly. This is where Dual Wing Beat would have been extremely useful. And I wanted to bring Archeops, but Archeops is... Even my plus speed Archeops, if I maxed out my Speed Ivy, was 1 point slower than that Executor, so I couldn't bring him. Alright, Houndoom. You gotta clutch the fuck up here. End above 96. Just end above 96. End above 96. Come on, man. If we don't get crit, we're fine. Don't show a crit. Come on. Alright, he's good. The reason that we needed him to clutch up and be above 96 HP is because that is the HP that Ninetales here... Or, I guess it's above 112. No, wait, no, it's 96. Let me just check. It's above 99, actually. Fuck, I didn't even realize... Oh, no, because I'm not calculating for doubles. Yeah, 96 HP is exactly what he needed to be above, because then this guy could have potentially clicked Flamethrower, because it could have seen killing rolls. The lowest HP he would have been is 90, so then it would have been a really low chance, but... It could have not clicked Imprison, and I don't know if I could have, risked that. Anyways, so this turn, because we're high enough again, Ninetales is not seeing a kill on either, so it's always going to click Imprison again on Houndoom, so we're going to get another free switch. And because we broke the Focus Sash, we always kill the, Jumpluff. We always outspeed and kill this thing with Hurricane. We do not click Hyper Voice. And now we get a free switch. This switch is going to be into Driftblim. That's the first piece of fiction that we dodged. There's one more piece of fiction we have to dodge. Show me Imprison. It should always be Imprison. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Perfect. Okay. I think this is the second turn of fiction that could happen. So this Arcanine coming out, this has been a fucking demon. Every Arcanine, because it has Intimidate, is so annoying to play against. It's so rough. It has Intimidate right here. So I had to always come up with a plan to kill this thing, and just nothing in my box kills this thing through Intimidate in one hit. We are pre-damaged right now, such that at exactly 271 HP, we're always baiting out exactly Flare Blitz from Arcanine. And we're always baiting out. Sorry. So this Arcanine actually shows kills into both. It actually shows kills into Pidgeot, and it shows a kill into Driftblim. Driftblim is slower, so the Arcanine will always prioritize the fast kill into Driftblim over hitting my Pidgeot right here, leaving Pidgeot up for one extra turn right here. This Ninetales is always seeing a kill with, at 271 HP, only Flamethrower. It never sees Heat Wave. That was very important. So right here, we do not want to trigger this Arcanine's Iapapa Berry. If it drops below 25% HP, it will heal back up 75%. Right now, we're going to click Hyper Voice. If Hyper Voice max roll crits, and then this Arcanine max roll crits its Flare Blitz, giving itself more recoil damage, it can trigger its Iapapa Berry, and then we're kind of fucked. So we just want to see no crits on this turn. We are going to click Hyper Voice. Again, get some chip damage on both. And we are going to switch Drifblim into our own Hisuian Arcanine. Believe so. Yep. Let's not see any crits here. This is going to use its Fire Gem. We don't care about this one. We do not care about this one. Oh, wait. We already missed the Hyper Voice crit. We're good. This Arcanine should never take enough crit to put it in Iapapa range. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to Hurricane on the Arcanine. This, at Alaska's HP right now, it's always baiting out a Scorching Sands kill into Arcanine, never anything else. So we kill this Arcanine with Hurricane, and we switch out into Ludicolo. This is always Scorching Sands into my Arcanine, I believe. I clicked Hurricane into Arcanine, I hope. Perfect. And this should always be Scorching Sands into Ludicolo. This always kills. And that's the first half, the other side of the fight down. Now, I actually almost fucked up on this plan. I don't know if you remember earlier, there was an Intimidate that happened earlier. Just keep in mind that my Pidgeot is still intimidated at this point. So right now, we always just... We don't really need to fake out, but there's no reason not to. We're going to Hurricane, and we're always going to click Fake Out. Now, this is going to bring out Donphan. This Donphan has been a menace. It has a Custap Berry, and it has Sturdy. And how Custap Berry works is that if it drops below 25% in the middle of a double battle turn, it will always proc, and it would kill one of my mons, essentially. It would be so fucked, and it would be such a sad way to lose. I'm never going to give it a chance to use this Custap Berry. I wanted to initially click Brave Bird on this thing, and then just kill it in the next turn with Hurricane by switching back out right now on a move. But because of the Intimidate from Arcanine, it had one last fucking trick. So I had to come up with a separate plan. So we're still going to Brave Bird. But the reason I brought Ludicolo is that because even through Intimidated Brave Bird, I do a minimum of 19.5%. This Ludicolo does a minimum of 83% with Energy Ball. I never can put it into Custap range with Brave Bird into Energy Ball. Not even give it a fucking chance. That crit's actually really annoying. I think. Let me just check. No, never mind. It doesn't matter. This is going to bring in the last Pokemon, Milk Tank. Even if Milk Tank crits return the highest damage, Pidgeot never dies. But if it crit max roll hit my Ludicolo, it would die. So, we are going to click Hurricane on the Pidgeot that's never dead. And on Ludicolo, we switch into a Mon that can never do any damage, but also never takes any damage from this guy. And it would be even funnier if this thing Hurricane and hit itself. It doesn't matter, though. That's fine. I'm never dead here. And we always just kill this thing with Hurricane. Outspeed and kill this thing with Hurricane. This is just leftovers. And we just click Defog, because why not? And that's the double battle. I think Pidgeot got how many fucking he got 5 kills, I think, that fight. He just didn't kill the, he participated in the kill on the Don fan, but he didn't get the kill. That was Ludi. Fucking Pidgeot coming in, dude. If I, that Pidgeot went fucking crazy right there. Pidgeot he's a him, is all I gotta say. He's not useless. That guy, put out the DPS. How many turns was that? I think that was like an 8-turn fight, and that guy just like clicked Hyper Voice and he clicked Hurricane 6 times and Hyper Voice 2 times. Made sure to put them all on the ground. Alright, the next fight is kind of wonky because of one singular mon. I had to change my plan like 3 times on this fight because there's one singular mon that is just a menace. If you know what the fight is, Dexa concocted this mon from like the abyss, is all I gotta say. He's had some pretty like some pretty interesting designs. This one is like just straight demon. We'll get to it when we get to it. But it's a fucking demon, is all I gotta say. And this shitter from the Safari Zone is the only reason I have a semi-safe line. Yo, this guy's not a him. Let's get back in your box, buddy. Should be one more in this box, I believe. If you're talking about the upcoming Pokemon, dude, I'm gonna explain it to you when we get there and how fucking demonic it is. It is... And if you're talking about the Amoonguss, that thing is also just a fucking failed experiment, man. But that thing is coming clutch twice now. It's done some shit with Toxic that have made some pretty interesting things, so I didn't have to scale Toxic on Drapion. It saved me a hard scale, at least, but should have been a fucking, like, good grass type. Even though, now that I think about it, I didn't need a grass type because I have my Sceptile for Groudon coming up. So it was kind of dumb for me to go for that. I should have just gone for the Blastoise. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to put a Miracle Seed on right here. Going to put a Citrus Berry on here. Infernape gets a Charcoal. Pangoro gets a Raspberry. And this guy gets a Persianberry. Alright, so we have a lot of pre-damaging to do here. Let's not fuck it up. So, pre-damage Aggron to 169. Pre-damage Lilligant to 165. Whoops. We're going to pre-damage Golisopod to 146. And we're going to pre-damage Pangoro to 150. Oops. Then we have to pre-burn Amoonguss, and then we're going to check everything. Okay, so let's check out items. Mega Stone, Aggronite, Miracle Seed, Citrus, Charcoal, Frost, Persim. We have Aggron on 169, this guy on 165, this guy on 146, 150, and pre-burn. Okay. Let's not get fucked. Let's bring everyone into the calculator. Golisopod. Bring over all the sets. Oops. Alright, this fight can get a little rough, but it should be fine. All of this because we're greedy with our heart scales. I had to think a while on these fights. Alright. So this is double battle. Is this grunt 9? I believe it is. Alright. Let's save one more time. Let's just triple check everything. And we're going right into grunt 9. So we have Agronite, Miracle Seed, Citrus, Charcoal, Rust, and Prism. Pre-damage correctly. Cool. Okay. Music off. Let's turn this fight on. Okay. This first turn, it's bringing out Togekiss. I have an Aggron. This thing is going to get one shot by its Aura Sphere. But when we click Mega, we always tank the Aura Sphere no matter what, and we click Heavy Slam. We are pre-damaged so that no matter what this guy does, it will always bait in the Seismitoad right after for a fast kill. We Mega and always Heavy Slam. Even if this guy crits, it never kills us. We'd rather it not crit, but it's likely to crit. That's fine, we always live that. It's actually better because the Seismitoad could click Earthquake. It's never clicking Stealth Rocks because it's going to come out and see a fast kill with either Earthquake or Muddy Water. Makes it a little bit safer for later on. I guess actually we'd rather have it clicked Muddy Water. It takes less damage. Anyways, we switch right into Lilligant here. Lilligant is also pre-damaged right here. We'll get to why in a second. That's fine. And so this thing has Stealth Rocks. We had to make it so it showed a fast kill so it never clicks Stealth Rocks. Now, this thing also has a Bright Powder. But we have a Miracle Seed and we have Magical Leaf, which will always kill this thing because Magical Leaf always hits and Miracle Seed makes it so Magical Leaf always kills. So there is a Slowbro on the back. We're showing a fast kill too. But we're also, right at this HP, we're always showing a slow kill to the Delmise. So it's always going to prioritize bringing that guy out first. Now this spot can get a little bit weird, but it's fine. We're going to switch right into Golisopod. Golisopod is pre-damaged so that no matter what this guy clicks, even if it clicks Anchor Shot, which it can click, we're always going to be put into emergency exit range. If it clicks Phantom Force, we just got to buy a turn. That's fine. Always puts us in emergency exit range. This actually makes it so it's safer for later on. But everything was pretty much safe except some stuff could have gotten a little bit awkward. So right here, we're fine. We emergency exit. We're going to bring out Infernape right here. Now Infernape is holding a Charcoal right here. And because of that, we're able to one-shot with Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz does do some recoil damage, which is good. We want to take the recoil damage. We're going to Flare Blitz right here. And because of this recoil damage, we're always showing a slow kill with only Psychic to the Slowbro. So the Slowbro is always clicking Psychic here. This Slowbro has a Quick Draw, Quick Claw, so it can always move first. If it wanted to. We are going to switch right into Pangoro, who resists the Psychic because it's a Dark type. Now, we actually want... there's a couple of things that could happen. If anything happens, it's fine. If this Quick Draw doesn't go off and we crit this knockoff, we have to like move risk a little bit of things. We'd rather either this guy Quick Draw goes off and hits us, or the, what do you call it? Or we don't crit this knockoff. We would rather. We're going to knock off the Quick Claw. Let's not crit here. Good. We want to get hit here. This is either using Flamethrower or Grass Knot. Most of the time, Grass Knot. It's fine. And now, this guy, because it doesn't have a Quick Claw, can never outspeed and hit me, so we just kill him with knockoff. Even the unboosted damage always kills him. The reason we wanted to take damage is because of this Electrode. This Electrode in the back is demonic with its set. It has Static as its ability, so if you hit it with a physical move, it could just paralyze you. It has Bright Powder, so you can miss it. But the worst part about it is it has Swagger. So Swagger will just confuse you. So then instead of having to use a item to get rid of the Bright Powder, you have to use a move that will, what do you call it? You have to use a Prism Berry. So you can't, or if you want to use, if you want to use an item like a Zoom Lens or a Wide Lens, you can't account for the confusion unless you have like an own tempo Pokemon. Anyways, it will always prioritize the fast kill that I'm showing it right now with Thunderbolt at this pre-damage HP first anything. It also has Foul Play, so which takes into account your attack stat, which means it's going to do more damage, and then the confusions also do more damage. This thing is a fucking menace. Also, on top of everything, it has Explosion, so I had to bring it in last. It's also fast as hell, so usually if it's seeing a fast kill, and you're killing the other mons with the other slower mons with a fast Pokemon, this thing's going to come in. So I had to do all of that before, just to get this guy to come in and click Thunderbolt. We're going to switch right into Amoonguss here. This is only ever clicking Thunderbolt. Amoonguss takes very little from this Thunderbolt. We are burned so that this Thunderbolt cannot paralyze us. Critical hit's really annoying, so we need this guy to live a little bit. This guy's either using Foul Play or Swagger. We'd rather see Foul Play. We're going to use Toxic. Because this is a Poison Mon, Toxic can never miss. And even if it uses Swagger, we have a Prism Berry right here. And now we have to stall around a little bit of turns. We do not want to hit ourselves in confusion or else we can get pretty low. And right now, if we use the Swagger again and then we hit ourselves, we're going to be at +4. We're going to be hitting ourselves for a lot. So right now, we're at +2 attack. So this thing's always either clicking Foul Play or Swagger. We can switch in on the Foul Play to... So since Aggron got too low, we cannot go there, but we can always switch to our eject button right here. I just want to make sure this can never be Thunderbolt. Should never be Thunderbolt. This is either Swagger or Foul Play. We just switch right into Golisopod. Perfect. That's really good. Because now of this, let me just make sure, so +2 attack. This thing's always ever clicking Thunderbolt. We switch right back into Amoonguss here. This guy's only ever clicking Swagger or Foul Play here. We switch right back into Golisopod, I believe. Can never click Thunderbolt. Alright, so let's make sure Amoonguss can live right here. Amoonguss is at 126. The most the Thunderbolt crit can do is 69 plus burn damage. The problem is then we might be baiting out random move. Can my Infernape take any? Infernape cannot take a Thunderbolt. This thing's always clicking Thunderbolt right here, so I switch right into Amoonguss. Just make sure, so we can always switch right into Amoonguss. Let's not get crit here. Alright, so at 68 HP. Oh, this could be Thunderbolt. Fuck, this could be random move. I believe my Lilligant should always be able to take anything. Lilligant can take anything. Max that it can do with either a Thunderbolt or a Foul Play is 70. We are good. And this thing should die next turn. 2 poison. Never die to this. Perfect. And it's dead. This thing is a fucking demon, man. But it is dead. Alright, that's fight grunt number 9. He just kept on spamming Foul Play on the worst turn, because if Golisopod didn't get swaggered both times, I could have just clicked First Impression and always killed. But he really wanted to kill me there. Several crits on Amoonguss. Then also the Confusion. Every time it was like the worst spot. But we're good. Okay, we got one more fight. Or at least planning to do today. Alright. So for Grunt 10, we are bringing Bascu Legion. We're bringing Golisopod, which is already in there. Oops, that's the death box. Pidgeot is making his return. Primarina. Conkeldurr. And Arcanine. Okay. Bascu Legion has a Cherry Berry. Citrus Berry on you. Mega Stone on Pidgeot. Zoom Lens on Primarina. We're going to be doing a pretty interesting strat here, I think. We're going to pre-burn Conkeldurr, even though I am not Guts. Just make sure, one thing. Yep. It's like probably the first and only time you ever see a non-guts boosted or non-guts pre-burn on Conkeldurr. We need to pre-damage Golisopod here. Pre-damage Golisopod to 176. Okay, so Cherry Berry, Citrus, Megastone, Zoom Lens, Citrus, Citrus. Pre-damage to 176. Okay. Bring the whole team in. Just looking for Mega Pidgeonite, Primarina, Conkeldurr, and Alaska. Let's export over all the sets. damage. Cool. Alright, this is going to be fight number 10. This is the last fight I'm doing for today. Unless I somehow cook up 11 through 15 really quick. These magma grunts break my brain. Is this a guy? I think this is a guy. Okay. Okay. Let's focus up. Let's do this shit. Wait, hold on. Did I forget something real quick? Oh, wait, shit. Did I forget something? Hold on. Before I do this fight. Forgot something real quick. Whoops. Wait, what? Oh shit, hold on one sec. Hold on a sec. I'm an idiot. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second. Good thing I just caught this real quick. Yeah, hold on a second. I just realized something weird. I don't know why I calced this. This way I did. Because this doesn't work. Hold on. What was I smoking while I cooked this? Huh? I'm an idiot. That doesn't work. Because it's... Oh, did I accidentally change my nature? That might have been it. Wait, my plan just doesn't work. Why did I think this worked? I might just be doing 9 grunts, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it after 9 grunts. Because my plan doesn't work and I don't feel like rushing something. Let me, That would have been really bad. That would have just lost my Basket Legion. Holy shit, that was bad. Good thing I caught that. Why did I do that? It's not calcing in the sun or anything. Let me just make sure I have no items on. Let's export out all these sets. I think I was calcing with Mystic Water on. What the fuck was I thinking? Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you everyone for watching.